Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Aetherseed Cycle of Stars, our D&D live play game. Apologies. We're back with our weekly game, continuing the adventures of our strange group of police officers and consultants. But before we jump into things, let's go around the room and everyone can introduce themselves and who they are playing, and if they choose to do so, where you can find them on the dark corners of the internet. So let's start with Ash.
Hi, I'm Ash. I'm playing Dagobert Swiftfoot, the Lightfoot Rogue, and we're in a difficult position right now.
So I'm Kat. I'm playing RaQui MriTtyur. I'm the group medical examiner, and yes, very difficult position we're currently in.
Nate.
Hi, I'm Nate. I'm playing Errol, the actual police detective of the group. You can find me on Twitter as Tiniest Sidekick. And difficult position indeed. Not the worst position we've been in all week.
And Jade.
Hi, I'm Jade. I play Will, or Will Soul, and you can find me on JJ_Squishy 1990 on Twitter and Instagram. And I don't know what the guys are talking about. I think everything's fine.
Indeed it is. So we'll see how it goes. Previously on Aetherseed, our players, now an investigative unit for the duration of this case, a case that is, let's say, close to heart, as is literally someone is pursuing them to silence them. So finding the culprit and stopping them has become something of a necessity for both legal and matters of survival. During last session, they met with an individual, Errol's uncle Giovanni, who offered them the option of walking away, gave them an option for saving their lives, saving their loved ones, but it had a price. The price was that this investigation was dropped in its entirety. No more investigation, no pursuit, nothing, and they could walk away. The party, except Dagobert, rejected the offer, and Errol decided to take the opportunity to also make an enemy out of his uncle. Following that, the group decided to investigate one of their leads, that of the paint warehouse, where the warehouse business where the iridescent paint had come from, the spray cans. And while there, trying to take a good look before doing anything, Will saw that inside someone was using these paints to create a quite striking mural. And curious, went inside, but couldn't exactly convince inside of her innocent intentions being there. And when RaQui called out to her, all four of them were escorted in, where now the owners of the business are querying who the hell they are and what they're doing there. On mentioning one of their names, in this case Will, the leader of the group, a fire genasi himself, with an appearance of something like a 50s greaser, like jeans, a simple shirt, and a really large fiery pompadour, said, "Will Soul?" and then just claimed sis. So we're going to return to our action right then. This strange man has just shouted sis at Will.
Kind of taken aback, kind of blinks like, "Sis?"
Yeah, you're. I might be mistaken, but you know there aren't that many people called Will Soul out there. Especially Farjan after with your hair. You got raised by the wave crashes, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Mom told me about you're after my time. Mom told me keep in touch. Mom told me that there was a fire. She was raising a firecracker with big hair and even bigger attitude. I'm just guessing it's you.
Oh. Oh yeah, that I knew there was a big family, but I don't know everybody.
Yeah, you're not the first one to go through that house. Oh, they're wonderful people. They'll keep in touch.
Yeah.
Sometimes I go for dinner, but haven't had a chance.
Actually, I do tend to try and go back whenever I can for dinner. So, hi, yeah, I guess we are siblings.
Yeah.
That's what. So, what are you doing here then?
This is my business.
Pretty cool.
I would just sell paints, paint supplies, galleries, urban artists, and anyone who needs them comes here. We have a range of like these cool iridescent paints that have become all the rage lately. Really boosted our sales.
That's actually really quite. So, did you do this from like the ground up, like just kind of?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's good. That's good to know that not everybody has just kind of disappeared. I guess they're actually doing, like, made something of themselves.
I mean, you gotta do. I figured, why work with someone else when I can work for myself and dictate my hours. So
Yeah.
now let's By the way, sorry. My name is Valter.
Nice to actually get your name.
Sorry about that. Now I have a very pointed question, and it's, what are you all doing here? Because my chief of staff kind of clocked the, excuse the word, bullshit you try to feed her. This is not exactly the best part of town, so I really need to know what you're doing here.
Okay, so I didn't know this wasn't the best part of town because I don't know if you heard, but I'm usually in Fellinor, and
I don't know that. I just
okay, no, that's fine. So yeah, so I actually usually from Fellinor, and I kind of looks around at the others and was like, so basically this thing happened. So I ended up going through this weird graffiti that was done, and ended up here, basically. And yeah, from what I can gather, I was basically trying to find out where the weird paint that transported me here came from.
I can tell you our paint is very pretty. It doesn't teleport people.
That's good to know. But yeah, I don't know how it got here, so I just figured I'd go and find out where.
Right, and what were you planning on doing when you found where the paint came from?
I don't know. Figure out how to get home. I mean, I can just get on a plane or something, but
yeah, there's a few. I mean, there's an airport here. There's also some teleport stations. I'm sure you can afford one.
Not really, but actually thinking about it, if paint could teleport people places, you could up your prices.
If I knew how my painting could teleport people, indeed I could. But since I don't, that's not on the menu.
No.
Now, what about the rest of you?
Kind of looks at the others like, oh, so that's the police detective who.
You don't need
Was
to roll.
helping me.
Your insight is fairly high. And when you say police detective, the atmosphere in the room changes a bit.
So he's helping me because he doesn't know how I end up going through there.
Okay.
He's a reporter, points to Dagobert, and he does some investigative journalism. And this is Ricky, and she apparently likes to live in scrubs.
Uh-huh.
And I took her shopping for the first time.
Fascinating. And he's just staring at you, Errol.
I don't even know what to do. What just happened? Okay. Okay.
I'm being open because we're family, so
we are looking for someone who has acquired your paint. You're the only supplier.
Before you go any further, got a badge on you, Mr. Cop?
I don't know if you know about this area being the terrible part of town.
Yes, I just mentioned it to my stepsister.
So I didn't bring it.
Then I have no way of knowing that you're a cop, so I want you out of my business before I fucking kick your ass and kick you out. If you are really a cop, bring me your badge and bring me a fucking warrant. You're not getting anything from my business without it.
I'm not really after anything from your business.
Get the fuck out.
I'm going to turn around and walk away.
He points to the human near the door, and he pulls up the shutter. And he says, oh, by the way. You turn?
Yeah.
He takes a photo of you with his weaver. And takes a photo of each of you. You can go now.
all of us, okay?
I'll make sure to pass this on to my lawyer.
All of us going, or just?
I'm going.
I'm going.
I'm out.
Cheers, Will.
He tells you can stay if you like, sis, but that's up to you.
I'm going to stay for a little bit because I feel like there was a bit of a misunderstanding, so I do apologize for that.
No misunderstanding. I think we're very clear on what's going on here. Because we're family, I'm willing to let it slide, even though I'm pretty pissed right now. You know what? Maybe you should go, and you want to come back, you can come back tomorrow. But come alone.
Yeah, I could do that. That's fine. It's my number.
He takes it. He doesn't give you his number.
No, that's fine. Yeah, I think that might have been a misunderstanding, but the art's really cool. And
that it is.
I guess I'll see you tomorrow then.
Who has I think I have your perceptions here, so let me just check. Yeah, RaQui. And Will, not you, because you're engaged in this conversation, so all your attention is distracted, but RaQui, you see the back wall to this warehouse shimmer. Right where the big graffiti is, there is a ripple in the wall, almost as if it's made of water. And through it steps a figure and then another. Both of them dressed in what seem to be skin-tight white tights that cover them head to toe, with almost like a skull shape on the head, though it seems they're wearing a helmet that seems slightly angular. And their whole body is covered in ridges that seem to protrude against these white tights.
So I'm not gonna say anything about it. I'm gonna try and just hurry everybody out instead. So just kind of like shepherding everybody towards the door.
You hear the person who had painted the wall, Lynn. Well, you hear him say, "The fuck are you?"
Okay, that's not a good sign. So before I disappear, I'm like, oh, okay, where did these guys come from?
You turn, and there are two people that have just stepped through the wall that seem very similar to the individual you met in the factory. And one of them is running towards Errol. It's
Okay,
just
no.
started running towards him. I need you all to roll initiative.
Oh,
I'm going to call out. You're going to give me your initiative. And we will go from there. RaQui.
4.
Errol.
5.
Dagobert.
18.
Yeah.
Going to roll on. And Will.
12.
Roll for card. Okay. The first to go in this fight is the drow that you had seen with the laptop, the person who identified Will's, let's just say, shaky honesty. They stand up from their desk, look to the two people that just come in, turns to Walt and just makes a signal and starts going for the wall right next to her, and uses action and messes with some of the bricks. Sorry, not even bricks. This is a warehouse. It's just corrugated metal. Like fiddles with it and moves a panel and begins typing on a keypad. And you hear ding, and it begins to slowly move. That is her action. The next one is the person dressed completely in white heading for Errol. Errol, that is a 20 to hit.
Yeah, hits.
You take 8 points of piercing damage. This person runs full tilt towards you, comes to you and extends his hand, and you see that kind of like the hand almost like melts together into a blade, and it strikes you like in the stomach, piercing your side. It's not a deep wound, but it hurts.
Oh.
That brings us to the other one, which is the one who painted the mural. They're a bit confused and they just book it for the same wall and just waiting there antsy. That's all they're gonna do. Dagobert.
I run up to the one attacking Errol and try and stab him in the face.
Okay.
And I'm assuming a 13 misses.
That does not hit. You come to them and immediately like pushes himself back, and your dagger just passes by them. And they're now engaged with both of you. It's Will's turn.
I'm going to cast command. Sorry.
Yep.
I'm gonna cast command on the one that's attacking Errol and Dagobert.
Mhm.
So it needs a wisdom saving throw.
What is your command?
It is grovel.
That is a 15.
Okay, I tried. And then as a bonus, I will cast Shield of Faith.
Okay.
On
Errol.
Yeah.
Okay. Your voice rings around the warehouse. The natural echo in this place, just making it boost. So grovel. But as it approaches, you know, both Dagobert and Errol notice that strange drone-like sound that comes from them seems to cut the sound as it approaches him. It was just, and they don't seem affected. They just turn and look at Will. That brings us to
Errol, you've got plus 2 to your AC now.
That brings us to the human that is near the door that was pulling up the shutter. They drop it. The shutter comes down again. They turn, draw a dagger. They just manifest a dagger as a bonus action and go to attack the same individual. Rolls a 16, which hits. And deals 10 points of piercing damage, using the fact that you are all engaged with an individual to come back behind and stack it and stab him in the back for a sneak attack. And now comes the other one, and the other one just steps from the the wall, extends an arm, and you see one of the ridges that are over, are like under this skin tight suit, begin to like stretch and break through, and they grab it, and it's a module reader, and they put one in and then just throw it back and stick it in the wall. And as he does that, the module glows and seems to meld into the wall, and the graffiti that you had seen emerges from the wall. And what you had seen, and you see this misshapen thing that is this beautiful graffiti of what you had thought before was a battle, but it's not. It's really a concert, and it's someone. It's actually Lynn at the front and a choir at the back. It is now as this misshapen creature that looks like that, but like in a strange 3D, that moves with many legs and many hands, lurching forward as you are fighting a graffiti elemental.
No.
That is their turn. RaQui.
So I am going to cast Dissonant Whispers at the person engaged with Dagobert and Errol. So if you could do a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
20.
Okay, so 4 points of damage.
Okay. The save, what was the save for?
So a failed save, you would have had to have moved away and take full damage. It succeeded, so it's just half damage and no action.
Okay, so the 4 damage is the half?
Yeah. I rolled 8.
Okay. You see the shake their head as the whispers hit, but it's not enough to deter them from their mission.
As a bonus action, I am then also going to use a bardic inspiration on Dagobert.
What do you do? How do you inspire Dagobert?
Shout at him.
What do you shout?
Help, please. Yeah, with kind of like a little trill to it, a birdie trill to it. So you get a 1d6 to use on your die roll.
Okay.
I have the idea of you just squawking at people for inspiration.
Errol, it is your turn.
Oh, good. I would like to summon my hammer and my shield.
You do so?
And I guess I'm going to try to hit this guy in front of me because he just stabbed me.
Indeed, he did.
Do I get advantage because Dagobert is there?
No. You don't. The only one who got advantage was the other rogue, because between him and Dagobert were both flanking him. Actually, you know what? My mistake. I forgot one of my own house rules. Yes, you do have advantage.
Oh. Well, that's a 3, so I'm going to take 16 plus 7. So
that hits.
The 23, I think. 5 points of damage.
You strike this creature around the upper chest near the collarbone, and you were expecting just to land a solid hit, and you do hit, but you realize like the body you're hitting almost feels rubbery, like the hammer goes in and then back out, like there's a dent and it kind of resurfaces. There's something strange about these individuals. That brings that the end of your turn?
Bonus action. If I've still got a bonus action,
Yes,
or
you
was it
do.
a bonus action to draw my?
Second wind, perhaps.
Mm,
Just saying, because you
Yeah,
did
why not?
take 8
I
points of
took 8
damage.
points, didn't I? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll use my second wind.
Okay.
D10 plus 2. What?
Okay, you heal for 4 points of damage. You will yourself to resist the pain and move forward. And last but not least is Altair, and he sees his friend engaged. He shouts to the human and says, Pavrik, for the door. And it just goes and makes an attack. Hits. Deals 5 points of damage. And then we'll use his bonus action for Flurry of Blows. Hit. And hit. Hitting and just begins to punch. And you, as you see him just crack these, really, you can hear the impact. It's just a loud crack of every impact. You see that the body kind of, it's almost literally he's hitting rubber. It kind of deforms and then returns to its like normal form. It is the beginning of the round again. Mira looks at the monstrosity that has come out of the wall, turns and will attempt to cast the spell. It takes out her weaver and just points it at the creature. Hits. Nice. And points it and just extends her hand and just fires a firebolt at it. Striking it, and you see it begin to screech, and it's the scream of the singer and the choir in that strange picture. And it comes out of dissonant and just crazy. And it crashes into one of the shelves, toppling paint supplies, thinners, like paint thinners, other normal paints, cans, and other things just sprawl across the floor. It is with that, we come to the individual fighting you, Errol. He will make an attack against you. Natural 20. You take 14 points of piercing damage. This time it goes and hits you straight in the collarbone. You feel the blade pierce the one of the toughest bones in your chest, hit it, and you feel it pierce, but you realize that's the only thing that stopped this blade. It could have gone straight for your heart.
Oh, he tries to stay on his feet.
How low are you? Oh, that's rough. That is very rough. Lynn's turn. And Lynn will is too far away to do much, but instead he touches the Drow's shoulder and says, "You can do it. You can really do it." And cast True Strike on her, and also says, and pats her in the back. Just focus, and you can get it. And gives her bardic inspiration as well. That is his turn. Dagobert.
I see the guy stab him.
Yeah.
It drives me into a frenzy. I just grab my 2 daggers out and try a 1-2.
Go for it.
A 17 on the first.
That hits.
21 on the second.
Both hit.
First one hits for 8 points of damage. Second one hits for 3 points of damage, so 11 in total.
You go for the first one and it strikes deep, and then come for the one with an upper side gash, and you actually manage to cut through this strange, really flexible kind of suit they have on, and your daggers don't draw blood. All they draw is ash, and that's what begins to trickle from the wounds, just ash.
You should probably give up smoking. Yeah, and that's my turn.
Okay. It is Will's turn.
So I will use Guiding Bolt
Okay.
on the one who put the module. No, wait. No, the one that's being attacked with everyone else, because
Okay.
that's the most important thing to do. 18 to hit.
18 to hit. That hits.
Yeah. So 46. 11. Uh, 18 points of radiant damage.
Oof.
And
Yeah, it's the next attack against it has advantage.
Yep.
Yeah, you strike at this thing and blast a hole through its chest, and it falls, and as it hits the ground, just turns into a pile of ash.
damn.
A lot of damage. That brings us to the human that was Povric. He looks at this as, this is, I don't know who you people are. This is bullshit. And just cutting action disengages and actually dash, and uses move and dash to just get across to the other side of the warehouse, just tapping on the wall, move, as the elemental turns towards them and begins to move in that direction. That is now the second individual in this white attire, and you see them walk, and as they walk, they begin to meld with the ground and disappear.
No.
It is RaQui.
So I am going to cast Healing Word on Errol.
Okay.
You get 8 HP back.
Thank you.
And I'll leave it there.
Okay. That is then Errol's turn.
Do I notice that the quote unquote civilians are being targeted?
You see this strange 3D painting with flailing arms and legs just turn. It's misshapen. It's stretched. It's like an entire, imagine an entire graffiti of a singer in the backing choir in the back stepped forward and became 3D. It is misshapen. It doesn't have the correct proportions. It lilts to one side or the other, has way too many legs, flailing arms, screaming mouths, and this thing is just turned in. It's very irregular. It turns, and it is now facing those, like waiting at the other exit.
And the guy that I was fighting is gone. He's ashed.
He turned into a pile of ash.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna run towards that thing, and I'll just say, if you can get out of here, go.
Okay, are you attacking it?
If I can reach it, I'll attack it.
Yes, you can reach it. It's about 30 feet away from you.
Um, 20 to hit.
That hits.
Ooh, nice. 11.
You strike this thing, and it feels weird because it's like striking wet paint. And actually, as you finish the strike, you have some of the iridescent paint on the tip of your hammer. And you see, it looks on it as if you had scratched like the wall. And that part of the wall, there is literally a section of bit of paint missing from the entire body. And so it's a visible gap in its 3D form.
We need paint thinner. Just erase it. That's my turn.
Okay, it's
Oh, have I got enough space to put myself between it and them?
It is incredibly massive,
Oh.
and you're already in between. You don't have enough to kind of do that. You have barely enough time to reach it from where you were.
Just try to get its attention.
Yep. You can, next turn, you can attempt, an intimidate or provoke something to draw its attention. That you can do that next turn. It is Valter's turn. And Valter will just will run and grab says distracted, and goes and is going to search for the discarded items for paint thinner. Natural 20. It looks and comes up and spends his turn just kicking around things that are just thrown over, like pushing a part of the shelves away, and I just got it, and picks up a can of paint thinner. There's more here. That is his turn. Mira will attempt to do the same as before. We'll spend the Bardic Inspiration. Actually, no, I have advantage. Still spend the Bardic Inspiration. And hit with it for another 9 points of fire damage. This misshapen graffiti elemental screams once more, and the cries are dissonant and echo around the room. Even like you begin to see some of the windows crack under. It's horrible to listen to, and it begins just to move. It's strange because it doesn't, because of the depth that is animated into the painting of the singer and the legs and the choir at the back. The legs and the front legs and the back legs are of different size because of perspective. So the thing just lilts weirdly from one side to the other. That brings us to the pile of ash. Pile of ashes.
Chills out on the floor for a bit.
It is time for Lynn's turn. Lynn moves forward a bit between himself and the creature. And oh, this is the wrong spell I was going to use. Okay, he's going to use this to make a saving throw for the creature. It doesn't have much. But still succeeds, sadly. Try to cast Bane on it. Draws his... You see him draw a... he draws a Weaver and flips it, and it's a harmonica. And he begins to play on it and cast Bane. But it doesn't take effect on the creature. You see this almost... He's playing his own kind of discordant tune, but the creature is unfazed. We come to Dagobert.
How far away is the paint thinner from me?
The paint thinner is, it's about 15 feet. The upturned shelf is about 15 feet away from you. It's going to be an action to search for the paint, the discarded, among all the discarded cans and supplies, or the can of paint thinner.
Okay, I'm going to use my cunning action to dash.
Okay, you get there super fast.
Pick up the paint thinner. Then use my rest of my movement to get as close to the graffiti elemental as possible.
Okay, I need you to use your action to make the investigation check to see if you can find paint thinner among all the other discarded elements. Do remember, unless you've spent it, you still have your inspiration, your bardic inspiration.
Let's use it. Oh, good, I needed it. No, I didn't. 26.
26. You find 2 cans actually.
Pick them up, and I get as close as I can.
Okay. How much movement do you have left?
Full movement.
Okay.
So,
yeah, you can get to it, but if you can get to it up to melee, if you want to get that close.
Yeah, I'll get up to melee.
Okay.
I'm ready to splash it in his face.
Okay. That brings us to Will.
Let's just use a guiding bolt again, see what happens.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. 24 to hit.
That hits.
Mm-hmm. 18 points of damage, radiant damage.
You strike this thing and it literally goes through it. It's made of paint and strikes the back wall, but the paint is now glowing. And all it's a painting of a singer with about 10 people in the choir. All 10 faces turn to look at you.
I was hoping that radiant might, when something is in the sunlight too long. That was what I was hoping.
Yeah, radiant doesn't do that fast. Even the sun doesn't do that fast.
I know, but I was like, oh.
It doesn't cause aging, as far as I know. Good idea, though. It is Pabrick's turn. You will go straight for the creature while looking at Voltaire like, what the fuck are we doing? And will attempt an attack. And misses. Strikes, and all the arms of the choir come out and grab his hand and block his attack. It is now...
Did he get advantage on his attack roll?
No, actually, no. My bad. Natural 20.
Welcome.
Uh, 10 points of piercing damage. The arms come out and he just ducks and weaves and strikes, and then just has this like a dagger full of paint. What the fuck is this? Errol, I need you to do something for me.
Oh no.
I need you to roll a perception check.
Oh no. I think it's plus. I'm just going to assume it's plus 0. Let me roll it. 15.
15.
I wanted to say 14, but it's 15.
Okay, that is exactly what you needed. The ground ripples beneath you, and the other individual rises again and goes to strike you. Because you succeeded, they don't get advantage, and thus don't get sneak attack.
I could die anyway, but yes.
Still, that's a 17 to hit.
Oh, that is exactly my armor class with the +2.
Yeah, and you are hit for 5 points of piercing damage.
Hello.
Okay. It is the creature's turn now. And I need everyone in the room to make a Constitution saving throw.
14.
14.
Also 14.
7.
13.
13. Anyone over 12 succeeds. I'm going to roll for everyone else. Success. Lynn fails. Mira fails. Vulture succeeds. Everyone, the Errol and those who failed, take 2 points of thunder damage. As this thing just turns up and all the mouths open and this horrible shriek comes out that cracks the windows, bottles break, and you're all just left a moment stunned. Actually, and also, Errol, you are stunned.
That's me.
Yep. So is Mira, so is Lynn. I need to roll for Poverick, see if he is stunned as well. The only one, the RaQui, Dagobert, Will, and Voltaire are the only ones not stunned. That brings us to Voltaire, who will move forward and open the can and just splash the thing with the paint thinner, and begins to roar and shift, and globs of it begin to fall to the ground. But it seems to be still standing. Doesn't seem to have an immediate effect of just making it disappear. That is the end of the round, and it brings us to Mira, who's stunned, and at the end of the round will roll her save and succeeds. It's Lynn will roll, end of his turn, succeeds. Dagobert.
I open the paint thinner and just try and get it to where its eyes would be.
Okay. You make an attack roll.
Like 15.
15. You throw this at the creature and cover it in more paint thinner. More of it begins to slide down, and the image now becomes distorted and becomes nightmarish. Like the singer now has this distended mouth, and so have all the choir. The arms stretch, the legs turn into like puddles. It's still moving, but it's a walking nightmare. Dagobert will.
Can I have I seen the other guy come back?
Oh, yes. He is now behind Errol.
Okay. Guiding bolt him.
Yeah, you're Are you running out of mana soon?
Yeah.
Figured.
Yeah, I'm running. I've got 2 more spells. So random roll. Fine. 19.
19 hits.
Okay. This isn't rolling so well. So that's 12 points of damage for that one.
How much?
12.
You strike in the head, and you actually see the head kind of deforms and then like rubbers back to normal. But now the entire creature is glowing.
He didn't turn to ash this time. That's not
This one's pretty fresh. And that brings us to Povric, who will attack the creature. And hit. And deals 11 points of damage. You seem to strike with a dagger, and as you strike, because the pain thinner has thinned the actual pain has done its job, the strike seems to take a bigger chunk out of the creature. The pain thinner causes the creature to take double damage.
Oh, nice.
That brings us to that's Povric. Now that the creature is engaged with you, it will provide the assassin with advantage.
Had advantage anyway, I'm stunned.
That's true. That hit.
Down.
Errol, you take... How much is your max health?
19.
19. Okay. You're lucky, because if I had hit enough to get to your health, you would have died. You took 15 points of piercing damage.
I had 2 hit points, so
Yeah.
it would have been
So
minus 13.
Yeah, 13 overflow, that's fine. But you are down.
Yeah.
Errol drops from this strike that hits you around the neck area. It's shallow, but it is bleeding. That is RaQui.
Very, very quick question, just
Yes.
in case. So Weaver, first aid or paramedic, are they both full actions, or are either of them a bonus action?
They're both action.
Right, okay.
What?
And if I'm not mistaken, both require touch distance.
Yeah, no, I know that. I am going to try Dissonant Whispers on the other guy that's
Okay.
just downed Errol. So wisdom saving throw, please.
12.
Oh, that's a fail. So 8 points of psychic damage, and it has to use its reaction to move as far as its speed allows away.
He moves 30 feet away from Errol towards the front door.
I'm going to use my movement to get to Errol.
Okay.
And that's me done.
Cover.
That brings us to Errol.
Fucking hell.
1.
Yeah. 2 death saves in.
That's 2 failures on Errol. Okay. That is for Errol. We come to Voltaire, who will move towards the creature and attack. Then we'll do flurry of blows. And hits with all his strikes. And hits the creature for a total, because of the augmented damage, 26 points of damage. And it's just punching, pained, going out of the way, just splattering the walls, and has his hands full of iridescent paint. Brings us at the top for Mira, who now is still waiting for the door to open. It's a fairly slow door. And it's now just saw it large enough, it's going to attempt to squeeze through. Succeeds, and she's out of this fight. It's Lynn's turn. Lynn will attempt going to try something. Going to move forward and get in an angle where this doesn't hit anybody. I will make the save. Fails. And just moves and casts Thunder Wave on the creature, push him 10 feet away from all of you, from those of you engaging it, dealing double damage, and pushes it away, dealing 11 points of damage to it. More pieces fly, but the Thunder Wave does have the negative consequence that some of the thinner on it just flies away too. So it needs to be reapplied. That is Lynn's turn, and it's Dagobert.
How far away is it moved at the moment?
10 feet.
10 feet.
You also have the other assassin who's standing over Errol. Oh no, has moved away 30 feet, but is still in the room.
Stab Errol.
Ends all your problems.
I run up to the graffiti elemental.
Yeah.
I've still got the other bit of paint thinner.
Mm-hmm.
I'll throw it over it.
Go.
Is there someone next to it?
The Voltaire. Oh, not anymore actually, because it was pushed away.
Oh yeah, Thunder Wave. Thunder Wave. 17.
It hits, and it's splashed all over again.
And as a bonus action, hit it with my offhand dagger.
Go for it.
24.
That hits. You deal double damage, remember.
And that is 4 points of damage.
You strike it, and you take a chunk more. You take the singer's jaw off.
Good. And that's my turn.
And this is it's strange pain because it's not a physical being. So there's nothing distended, no blood. It's just a piece of the painting that's missing. And just the face of the singer already distended, and melt just ends up here. I said the paint thinner has turned this into a walking nightmare. It's Will's turn.
I'm gonna
Guiding bolt.
No, I'm gonna go over to Errol
Okay.
and use the cantrip Spare the Dying.
Okay. Errol, you have been spared of dying. You are stable, but you are unconscious. Well, you already were unconscious. Now you're more unconscious. I just forgot to set your status to unconscious. Okay. That is Will's turn. Pavrik is next. He's gonna move around the creature, be near Dagobert, and hits. And hits it for 15 points of damage and smashes another chunk out of this creature. It is now it is the agent's turn, who will rush towards Will, make an attack. That's a 12 hit.
No, misses.
Okay. Attacks and comes to you, recovering from the dissonant whispers, turns, rushes towards you as they notice you interfering with the mission and go to strike, but the attack is too wide. You sidestep it.
Goes for my hair instead.
Yeah, it goes for the hair. It is the creature's turn. The creature, as you may notice, acts only once every 2 turns. And the creature begins to like melt into the ground and spread. I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw.
I'm unconscious.
You are unconscious. You get an automatic failure. That is a failed death save.
Am I back at 1 failed save though? Because I'm stable.
Yeah. Everyone else, if you rolled lower than 13, let me know.
I'm good. I got 19.
I'm gonna guess by Will's look that you didn't.
No, I got 17, so.
Okay. That means you take half damage. I'll roll for Pavrik. Rolled fine. While Chair rolled fine. You all take 4 points of piercing damage as these spikes of paint come out of the ground and scratch you as you move away, and then the thing recoalesces into this nightmarish paint monstrosity. It is now RaQui.
So I am going to use Healing Word on Errol again.
Okay.
You get 7 HP back this time.
Thank you.
And then as a bonus action, I'm going to squawk at him and give him a bardic inspiration and tell him to use it to stop nearly dying. And that's me done.
That brings us to Errol.
My go. If I open my eyes, what does Errol see around him now?
You see RaQui and Willow standing over you, and the figure in white just nearly stabbed Will, and you turn to look just a bit further, and there's this monstrosity looming over you.
Very good. Very
For the record, this creature has reach.
Ugh.
Because of its size.
Flexibility.
Did Errol see the module thing in the wall?
Yeah, I think you all saw it.
Module out of the wall. And then I'm going to use half my movement to get up.
I will tell you, make a perception check.
Is it still there? 6.
You don't see it in the wall.
Scratch that. If I don't see it, I can see the thing behind Will though, so I'm going to try to get
Make
rid
an
of that
attack roll.
before
Make an
we-
attack roll.
uh, 'em. Ooh, natural 20. Scratch that. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11.
Roll your damage.
5 plus doubled. Or do I roll twice?
Roll twice. And then you add your modifier.
10 points of damage.
You strike this creature, and you almost see the head, like the neck snap, and then
Action surge? Can I do that yet? Hang on.
you're level 2. I think you can.
I think I get action surge at level 2. I did. Yeah, let's do that. Let's hit it again. So I can get rid of it. 21 to hit.
Okay. That hits.
10 points of damage again.
You strike and rip part of the suit, and you see the ash beginning to fall on the ground.
It's my turn.
Okay. It brings us to Voltaire, who will just go for saw this other guy attempt to kill his sister. Will run for the hit and hit. And just pummels him, and you see like the indentations of the punches, and they're not like recovering. Instead, more of that ash begins to pour from the scratch you left. You literally, like, your hammer caught on the part and just tore it, and it's just standing there, and it's almost like heaving, like it was trying to breathe harder, and looks a bit wobbly, but still standing. Mira is out. Lynn bugs out. Dagobert.
Surprisingly, Dagobert runs up to the graffiti monster, swings his dagger at it,
Go for it.
and misses with his first hit.
Ooh.
And then for his bonus action, he tries with the offhand and misses.
Oh, you go to strike, and these almost melted tendon-like hands like slap you away.
Yeah.
And you hear this deep moan, like of the thing trying to reach towards you with many hands and distended mouth.
We're shit painting anyway.
Will, it is your turn.
Gonna kind of nod to my brother for just as I can, because that was a nice thing that he did just then. And guiding bolt the guy.
Go for it.
He's almost gone, so 22 to hit.
Hits.
Uh, 16.
You strike it, and you tear its left arm off. And it's just pouring sand, but it's still standing, this one.
Oh, damn it, go down.
This one has a lot more health than the other. But it is, you can tell that it's like almost like if you stand close to it and push it, it'll fall down.
Can I?
No, it's that close. I mean, that close. Poverick will attack the creature.
Oh, that's all my mana. Okay.
17 points, and already you can see from the chunks falling as the paint rearranges, it's almost like a 1/4 of this graffiti is left. All of it is just, and the rest is just splattered across the ground. And that brings us to the agent, who moves, like stumbles towards all of you, extends a hand, and another of those ridges extends and rips through and falls in his hand, and it just clicks, and he's just tick, 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 tick. I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw. For this one, the DC is 15.
Oh, I succeed.
Oh, no, wait. I think I have -1. Oh, no. 0. 15.
Okay. This includes you as well, Dagobert.
23.
And RaQui?
9.
Oof. Let me roll for Voltaire and Povric. Voltaire succeeds. Povric rolls a 24. Those who succeed take 6 points of fire damage.
Did I take 3?
Yeah. May I
No, wait,
remind you, Errol, you do have a racial ability that you can roll to reduce elemental damage you take.
I do. Does he explode though when this happens?
Oh yeah, he goes away. He just floats in a shower of ash.
I'm gonna use my infernal endurance because there's still a big old painting thing behind us.
Yep.
Roll a d10.
Mm-hmm.
That's a d8. I'm not rolling you. What's a 0? Oh, is that 10?
Yep. Then you negate up to 10 damage of this, and it was 5. You don't take any damage. But for a moment, Errol's eyes, which are naturally blue, glow red as the fire goes through and doesn't do a single thing to him.
How much for a failed save?
For a failed save, that is 10 points of fire damage.
RaQui goes down.
Oh no.
Oh, that's rough.
That's fine.
RaQui goes down. Dagobert, I'm gonna allow everyone a perception check.
All of us.
Yeah, I'm gonna allow all of you a perception check.
Doesn't matter.
I'm guessing not me because I'm currently unconscious.
22.
Yes, not you. How much?
22.
22. Okay.
Oh,
Dagobert, you don't notice that you are too focused on trying to step away, stay one step ahead of the weird tentacle like thing that this thing is kind of deformed into. Will, you notice that in as the paint of this thing kind of sloshes and turns, and in some of the radiance, you do see that the module thing is in the creature.
I thought it was going to be. Had a feeling. Cool.
Yeah, that was this thing's turn. It is RaQui. I need a death saving throw from you, please. So RaQui is unconscious.
9.
9. That is 1 failure. That brings us to Errol.
RaQui is down and this thing just exploded, right?
Yeah.
I will use I'll just touch RaQui and give her how much does it heal?
If you're using
First aid?
first aid is 1d4.
Let me just make it 7 charges instead of 8.
Yep.
And then 1d4, did you say?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. 1.
Thanks.
You're
You're
back
alive.
up. You're back up with 1 HP. Okay. It's Errol. Voltaire is recovering from the explosion more because of the explosion itself, not so much the fire.
Emergency.
He goes, oof, the hell. And just goes for the creature. Misses. Misses. Hits. And he's out of key points. And deals just 4 points of damage on a strike. Sorry, not 4, 6. 6 points of damage on a strike. Doesn't do much. Hands are covered in paint. And it's like, any ideas? Voltaire turns to says, I have a feeling that this is your fault somehow. So, any ideas?
Oh.
Top of the round, Mira's out, Lynn is out, Dagobert.
I run up. I don't know about the module because someone hasn't mentioned it yet. So I'm just
Not
going to
been
try and
her turn yet.
stab it.
Oh, you could have mentioned at any point. That's something you can do between turns. It's whatever. It's like, look inside.
I didn't know
Oh, I didn't know that.
Natural 20.
That hits. That means you're dealing quadruple damage
that.
because of the pain thinner.
And that is 40 points of damage.
Oh, you jump at it almost like, just jump to go for the strike. And for the first time, you feel something solid. And you pierce it. Sorry, my mic fell down. You pierce it, bring your hand back, and in your dagger is impaled the module reader. And it turns down, and the thing just wobbles and screams and just explodes. And you are all covered in iridescent paint.
I grab the module, pull it off the dagger, toss it at RaQui's feet. You're collecting them, aren't you?
RaQui is like barely awake. And Voltaire turns to you. Oh, he is not happy. Does Pabrik go for the door? As I said before. Now, you all need to do some explaining. And that's where we're going to take our break.
Oh.
And that's it for us. We're going to take a 10-minute break, go out, hydrate, do whatever you need to, and we'll be back in 10 minutes with the rest of our story. See you just in a bit.
Gotta get out.
And we're back. You are covered in iridescent paint. RaQui, you have, because you were on the ground, when you stand up, there is a perfect paint angel on the ground from your wings. And you are, again, also, your front is covered in iridescent paint. Your back, strangely, no. And Voltaire, the other members of the Mayflower Painting Incorporated have left through another door, a loading dock cargo door that takes a fucking long time to open. And really takes a long while to open because normally it's the kind of thing that opens in 20 seconds, but you're in combat, that means 4 rounds. The thing opened, they left. Voltaire told the last one, Pavrik, to leave. And now he's looking at you covered in paint, very annoyed. Who the fuck are you and what the hell is this? I was having a nice day. My business was booming. We were coming, we were selling paint, cool. And now I just fought a graffiti.
Yeah.
Yeah, we fought chocolate zombies the other day.
Well, you know what? Just your paint is being used for this shit.
That's not my problem.
It's not. And we're not here for you. We were supposed to be observing the comings and goings to see if anybody matching certain descriptions, or like you just saw, the two people that came out of the wall.
I can tell you, I had never seen those people. And most of the people that come here are couriers, runners, people in a bike, a hoodie, a purchase order, and a basket. That's how this is done.
We're trying to see if there are any other companies collecting your paint.
Then go ask them. I just sell the paint.
Yeah, I know that now.
We weren't actually meant to be coming in. I just got drawn
No,
in.
Will got carried away.
I thought it was a cool painting.
It was a very cool painting until it tried to eat us. Here's the thing. Everything happening, and that just happened here, is very dangerous. Hence why we weren't supposed to be coming in, Will.
Now I gotta ask, then now do I need to worry about these motherfuckers showing up again? More of Lynn's graffiti coming to kill me at night?
The honest answer to that is I don't know, but I'm going to make some phone calls and first of all get this place cleared up for you. And
no, you know what? No.
Let's
do something simpler. You guys leave. Don't ever come back. I don't want to know anything from you. Just go away. Just leave. Never come back.
Ricky's just picking up the module reader with a pair of gloves and sliding it into an
think that should be
evidence bag.
okay.
Please leave.
All right. Bye-bye. Just to let you know, the Quiet might be involved.
Who?
Yeah. They like it if you don't know them. You might be safe. And he just walks away.
Because, well, you need to figure out what the fuck you're doing. I think Mom would be very disappointed you're running with these people. And he just turns and walks through the back door, following his employees. Leaving you all in this messy warehouse, shelves toppled, paint cans and paint sprays, thinners and other supplies just strewn about, you all covered in paint.
Okay, we're leaving.
I'll meet guys out there in a minute.
Errol just leaves. He heads straight for his car.
You go and just pull up the shutter, which is basically the main door. Put it up, like lock it, open, leave, and there's people gawking outside because basically the place had gone into lockdown, as you have seen last session. Like all the windows had been shuttered, and the front shutter probably got closed. A lot of people gawking because just heard a whole bunch of weird ass noise, and now you're opening and the place is a mess.
I try to keep it as soon as like I see people outside, I'm gonna close the shutter and just make a phone call to try to get some.
As you open the shutter, you see that there are a bunch of people and there's 2 uniformed police already like calling in stuff.
I walk straight over to them.
Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to come with us.
Yeah, Detective Reminash, and I give them my badge number, although I don't have my badge.
They run it. Hey, detective, can you tell us what the fuck is going on?
I can't give you any details, but this is part of an ongoing investigation. I need to phone the captain. Can you coordinate this?
Will do, detective. How about the people who are inside?
They're consultants on this case, but they're just put them. They'll come with me. They'll stay with me.
And I suggest you collect them before we close the area off. Just going to ask you, sir, is this a crime scene? I'm going to go on a limb and say yes, but just want to confirm.
Yes, but we need to be speedy.
Okay. And one of them goes away and just goes to their patrol to get everything to cordon the place off. Which, of course, draws more onlookers, because that is the nature of things. RaQui and Dagobert, do you follow Errol?
I'm going to take out my Weaver and just take some pictures, particularly of the piles of ash, to add to my collection of the other pictures.
Do you take any of the ash with you?
Yes.
Okay. You scoop up some of it. Soon you'll have enough for a sandcastle. You bag some of it, and there you go.
Yeah.
Dagobert?
Yeah, I'm just following straight away.
Okay. Will, you are left alone in this warehouse. Covered in paint, your hair now of many more colors.
Just gonna go to the front desk, find some paper, just write a note saying that I'm sorry. You're right, Mum would be disappointed. And then kind of look around at the mess and then leave. Very feeling guilty and disappointed in herself as well.
Errol,
And when she reaches the others, she doesn't say anything either.
with that said, where do you head?
Errol's going to phone the captain. He'll walk away from these three for a moment. And I mean, he's still real beaten up. He's going to phone the captain because he's not sure he should be leading on this case.
You give your captain a call, and she answers, detective.
You've got to give this to someone else.
I want you to take your consultants, put them somewhere you can leave them, and I want your ass in my office now.
Yeah.
And she hangs up.
He says nothing and just walks back to the car, assuming that these guys are following. He's going to drop them back off at the back at where we're staying, and then head straight to the precinct. He's not even going to get out the car.
Okay, you drive straight for the precinct?
No, I'm dropping these guys off and then drive straight to the precinct.
You drop them where? The Seekers Guild?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they can talk amongst themselves on the ride, but Errol didn't say anything.
Do any of you talk on the way? Do you guys want to play any scene while you're driving? Or do we move the clock forward a bit?
Daggerbert's just like giving Will side eye the whole fucking journey. Daggers.
RaQui is going to ask Errol where we're going. Where are we
Dropping
going?
you guys back at the Seekers Guild.
Right, and then where are you going?
Back to the precinct.
Cool. I'll catch a ride because I need to drop this off in evidence. Just holds up 2 bags of ash and the module reader.
I'll drive you back. You two, out. Dagobert, thank you for tonight.
No worries. Seem to cause more trouble though, aren't we? Well, to be honest, that painting looked better dead anyway.
Oh, there's someone with noise in the background. Anyway. Will and Dagobert disembark at the Seekers Guild.
Yep.
And Dagobert and RaQui drive off back to the precinct. Before we go to the precinct, is there something Will wants to do once she's in the Seekers Guild?
Yeah, she wants to call her mum and dad. Preferably her dad, because her dad's more understanding than her mum, because her mum will be really, really angry.
Okay. Dagobert, is there anything you wish to do while in the Seekers Guild?
I'm going to go back to my room, and I'm going to just wait, hoping maybe someone's been watching, and we'll get back in touch.
Okay. While you're driving away towards the precinct, do you drive in silence, or is a conversation had?
Errol doesn't start one.
RaQui's probably going to read the room here, and we'll just drive in silence.
Okay. You arrive at the precinct. I'm guessing each go your separate ways. Errol, you come through there are some sniggers, some chuckles as you're coming in covered in iridescent paint. As you come into the homicide division, Rodnar and Palik are not there. Other detective, the place is fairly empty. The only one who's there is Varys. And make an insight roll. Actually, your passive insight is 10, right?
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
You don't need a higher insight to know that he's pissed. And he looks at you once and just turns down and looks at his work. And the captain's door is open.
I just walk straight to the captain's room.
She takes one look at you. Just close the damn door and sit down. We have an official complaint from the owners of Mayflower Paints. We have destruction of private property. You went in on an investigation without proper anything, not even a badge. And you have compromised this investigation because whatever it is you wanted to find there, you fucked it up. Not only that, you went on your own, not even backup. You didn't tell anyone you were doing this and to back you up, to be ready in case shit hit the fan. You know, the proper procedure. And your consultants gave away the game. You are this close, Errol, this close for me to getting your badge, your gun, and kicking your ass out of here and off the force. You are on thin fucking ice. Fuck this up one more time. And you are out. And you'll wish that suspension is the easiest thing I throw at you. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Get the fuck out.
I'm not the right person for this.
Clearly. Unfortunately, I don't have anyone else.
Okay.
Where does Errol go?
Home.
Home. Do you go to the Seeker's Guild to retrieve the things of yours that are there? Where did you leave the box?
I go get the box first, and I tell the Seekers Guild that I'm going home.
Yep.
And I figure my mother is still looking after my husband, so I just go home to be on his own.
You get on your car. Barris does not even look at you. You get on your car and you drive away. Do you wait for a key or anything?
No.
You drive
She's a big
away.
girl.
You drive away in your car towards the Seeker's Guild to pick up your box. As you leave the precinct, across the street, you see Giovanni watching the precinct. You drive on.
I make enough eye contact to make so that he knows I see him, but I just Errol's like in like autopilot. He's shut down. Like he kind of sees him, but he's not thinking. He's just driving.
Giovanni matches your gaze. Deadpan, not a shred of emotion given, and then watches you drive away. And as you look, if you look under your rear mirror, he's not there anymore. You reach the Seekers Guild. You collect your box. You are not stopped, and if you don't want to offer anything, they read the look on your face. They read the room fairly well. Part of their job. Pick up your box. You say anything to the other members of your group in any way?
He tells, is Bolus still at the reception?
Yeah, Bolus is more or less always at the reception.
He kind of just tells him he's going home, and if the others need him, they can phone him.
I'll let them know. Not my place to ask, but are you okay, Detective?
No.
I will hope things improve.
Unlikely. He just leaves.
You head on home. You park your car. You go up to your flat. Open the door. Here's the big apartment you have with your husband. It's empty. I'm guessing you clean up.
Cleans up. Goes to his office and just has a breakdown, and then if he doesn't just fall asleep, will attempt to look at this fecking box again. This whole shit started because of this.
You see the multicolored paint that is around the design. It is it's not exactly the same pattern as you had seen, because you don't feel anything, no sensation of like being drawn to it in any way, nor can you put your hand through it. But you do have the message that you read on that deciphered note.
I'm no good at riddles. Errol's no good at riddles either. Feels like he's missing whoever sent him the box would help, but he tries. He has an idea, but he's not going to go follow that idea because that's just tempting fate. So he will try something else and try using his module reader to just like put some mana into this thing and see if that does anything.
It doesn't do anything. Do you call anyone to ask for help?
He might do when he's not this. He paraphrases it in a text message to his mother, but he doesn't send it. Like he writes out what the note says, but then he doesn't send it to her. He just sits there and has a shitty evening.
We move back to the Seekers Guild then. And the phone is ringing. It's ringing more. Call to another country. Takes a little bit for the roll call to come through. And you hear a man's voice saying, "Hello? Hello?
Dad, it's Will.
Oh, hey, baby girl. Oh, hey, oh, you don't sound okay. What's going on?
I majorly messed up today and I don't know what to do. And I don't know.
Oh, tell me all about it.
So I saw Voltaire today,
Oh, how's your little boy? How's your boy?
angry. I
Hmm.
messed up his shop by accident.
Now, what happened? I'm missing a bit of history here, you know.
So I'm supposed to be doing this thing. I can't really talk about it much because it's to do with the police. But I'm helping them. And then we went to his shop and I went inside when I shouldn't have. And
Wait. But I thought Voltaire's shop was in Maru in the capital.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So long story short, I ended up here in Maru.
Hey?
Um, through some weird magical graffiti.
I gotta admit, that's a new one for me.
Yeah. And then stuff happened in a factory that I ended up being involved in, trying to help. And then, yeah. And today we went to go look, and people ended up coming who weren't meant to be there, and he was angry. And then there was a fight between some people, and that ended up getting involved with him and his staff and me and these people I'm with, and I really majorly fucked up.
Well, kiddo, one, first, watch the language. Two,
Sorry.
it's nothing. I know it might seem difficult now, it might seem hard, but you know, if you messed up, just go and apologize.
I don't think he wants to see me ever again.
Oh, Walter has a lot of bluster. He's a hothead like you, like literally like you. Just give him a few days and just apologize.
Okay. He said Mom would be disappointed in me.
Oh, that's a bit too much. But if you want, I can have a word with him.
No, it's okay. I need to do it myself. I'm a big girl.
Yeah, you are.
It just made me miss you guys.
We miss you too. We miss you every day, little girl.
I know.
When you're back in town, let us know and we'll meet up for dinner.
Okay. That's promised. I love you guys.
Love you too, baby girl. Love you too.
Bye.
Bye. And he hangs up.
I'm gonna put on pajamas and curl up. Maybe. No, actually, maybe I should shower first because I'm covered in paint. That might be something to do.
You go and clean up, and eventually all the paint comes off. You find a change. You have changes of clothes, put something new on, and go about the rest of your day.
Yep.
Backward. You are in your room. No, 2 hours passed, and no, your TV hasn't acted up. You haven't received any more communication. and then you get a message on your Weaver.
Okay, I pull out my Weaver, check out the messages.
One of the message it's basically an attachment, and it shows it's garbled. It's almost like someone intercepted a message and got a partial message, and it is a partial message that has the address of that warehouse you were in, and has Errol's name, and the last part of the message is get the job done right this time.
Okay. So we're getting some help. We're going to go after Errol again. We've missed him twice now. Should probably let him kill him. But that'll leave me vulnerable as well. So I'm going to try and find one of the others in this. As far as I know, only Will's left in the house. And I don't particularly want to talk to her. But I guess she's the only option. So yeah, let's go talk to Will.
You get a knock on your door, Will.
Kind of got a brush in my hair, and I walk over to the door. Like, oh, are you here to scold me?
No. Not this time. I think we may have a more pressing issue. We were set up. I'll show her the attachment on the phone.
Oh, fantastic. Is there a number traceable on it? Do you know who?
It's a friend. I don't trust you enough to let you know who I think it is.
That's fine. I wouldn't trust me either, but it's somebody. So is it a case of they received a message, or is it something that they've?
Well, I'd say looking at it, it's only partial. So they've managed to intercept a communication. But this kind of proves that
He's in danger.
yeah, Errol's going to continue to be hunted. And as you're the only one here right now, I thought I'd better let you know. They're after him. They're going to be after us. But he seems to be their main target.
Yeah, but I don't know why he's the main target. We should. Oh, we have his number. Get my Weaver out, and I call his number.
Your phone, your. Before we go that, let's go back to RaQui.
So I've gone to evidence to drop off my samples and stuff.
There's someone there to receive evidence. You just write down your name, basically add yourself to the logs and add everything that you are putting into evidence.
Yeah. I'll just, as a little side note, be like, let Volderies know there's a couple more ash samples there for him.
I will inform the ME of your message.
I'm gonna head back upstairs to look for Errol.
You come upstairs and you check everywhere that you know Errol should be at, and you come to the homicide division, and the only person you see at a desk is Errol's partner, Varys.
I'm gonna go up to him and be like, "Hi, Varys, right?
Doctor.
Do you know where Errol is?"
Yeah, he went in there, got his ass chewed by the captain, and then he just stormed off.
Sorry, what?
He left.
He left.
Yeah, he left.
Well, that's highly unprofessional. What about me? How am I supposed to get back? He was my ride. He's just left me.
I'm just going to ask, how do you normally get to people? Because as far as I know, you go all around the place.
Well, normally I would have my car, but we've been using Errol's car, and Errol drove us both here. I mean, can you take me back? Am I going to have to call a taxi? I can call a taxi. I just don't know if that's safe right now.
Where do you leave? Where did you leave your car last?
That is a good question. Probably at the ME's office when I was with Volderies.
I can give you a ride there, and you can get your car.
Sure, let's do that. Thanks.
You see him finish up something that he's doing on his desk. Just grab everything in like a manila envelope and go and says, after you. And he actually no. He actually goes, I'll go first. And he, drives you and to the ME's office.
Cool. I'm not going to disturb Volderies. He's got more than enough to be getting on with.
Yep.
I'm just going to get in my car and head back to the Seekers Guild, muttering along the way about how highly unprofessional it is to have been left by the detective and the words that I shall be having with him when I find him.
Back at the Seekers Guild, or more specifically back at Errol's place, you have had your afternoon. Basically, you've had your breakdown. You're in a rough place, and your weaver rings, and you see it's Will.
I just don't answer it. Ugh. He doesn't answer it. He lets it ring off, and then he feels bad.
I'm going to ask.
Trouble,
I'm just going to ask one question, one important question. Will, do you continue to call until he picks up?
Yes.
It just keeps ringing. It stops.
He has no choice.
It stops when the call drops, and then picks up again.
And yeah, on the second ring, he picks it up because he's worried something's happened. So he's like, What's happened?
You are still in danger right now.
It doesn't sound like an emergency.
It is. We may have something for you. Meaning you could be here. Your life is in danger. Still, they might try to attack you wherever you are. No debates.
What do you have?
I am my weaver to Dagobert. He wants to know what we have.
A contact sent me an intercepted message. It appears the warehouse wasn't a fuck up. It was a setup. They knew you'd be going there.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I'm coming back then.
See you in a bit.
Are you all there?
Just me and Will at the moment.
Shit. Okay. I'll be there in a minute. I'll be there soon. As he's getting himself sorted, he'll call Ricky.
As you get yourself ready, as you're going towards the door, I need you to make a perception check.
I'm gonna get killed before I get there. That's all right. 16.
16. You're about to grab the door when you hear zzz,
Just move out the way.
Make a dexterity saving throw with advantage.
Oh no, I don't have anything to add. 7.
7. With advantage?
7 and a 3.
You take 3 points of piercing damage, and as the door explodes inward, and you try to duck out of the way, but you see these like almost pink-like rays come in that turn into almost piercing projectiles on the way, and one of them hits you in the side, and you see at the door what you would guess is the missing assailant from the safe house, who's there in his biker vest with a shotgun going and runs straight in. Roll initiative.
Oh god, single initiative. I got 4 hit points. Oh, that's all right. 18.
By the way, you could have taken a short rest by now. Yeah.
Oh,
it's been enough for a short rest, so you can spend your hit dice.
Okay, hang on. I have 2 hit dice. Let me roll them real quick. 4, 6, 10 hit points back.
Okay. Roll your initiative.
Is it plus my constitution?
Yes. I'd say
12? 12 hit points?
Actually, no, it's just... let me double check real quick, and I can tell you. I don't think so.
I'm on D&D Beyond. Hit dice 1d10 plus 1. Oh, yeah, so it is. So 12 hit points.
Okay. Then it is.
So I have 14 hit points.
Okay.
No, 16 hit points.
Roll your initiative.
My initiative is 17. No, -1, 16.
16. Mine is also 16. This guy goes first because of higher dexterity. But it'll go interchangeably because, well, you and them. The guy bursts through, and because you're really short, he just brings the shotgun to bear and is going to attack you. That is an 8.
Minus my... Yeah, no, it still doesn't hit me.
Okay. He brings the shotgun to bear, but you're very close. You manage to like smack the thing and push the gun out of the side. It blasts and just tears a hole through one of the walls. It is your turn.
Well, I had my weaver, so I bamf out my weapon.
You bring out your weapon and shield.
Yes, but I would like to be doing non-lethal damage. I'd rather try to knock him out than...
Fine, I'll take that as your intention.
Than to, like, kill him.
Okay. You have a bludgeoning weapon.
Yeah.
I'll allow you to control, basically not crack their skull.
Yeah, like, I mean, I guess
basically you do body shots.
Yeah, and I'm just trying to, like, knock him down, like a boxing match, I guess. Go for
I'll take that. I'll take that as your interest, and instead of when they fall, they'll just go unconscious.
Yeah, that's the intent. Oh, that's not very good. 9 plus 7, 16.
That hits.
Oh, 8, 11 points of damage.
You hit this guy straight in the chest. You hear that solid, satisfactory impact that was missing from the quiet, and go. But he seems to be hopped up on something, and he goes, and turns his gun on you again, and rolls a 12.
I got my shield now, so it doesn't hit.
It fires. It actually, like the bolts turn solid and just careen with the sound of like a nail on a blackboard. They just careen off your shield and stick in the wall. Your turn.
Shit. Okay. I'm gonna attempt to put this guy down. Oh well, no, that's gonna miss. 10. No, 11.
Doesn't hit. You swing, and now he kind of gets the measure of you and the very short space you're in. There's literally like an entrance hallway to your apartment. The door in splinters under you. He just hugs the wall, turns the shotgun, and will fire again. That is a 17.
Hits.
And that deals only 4 points of damage.
Down to 12.
It's more the fact that you put your shield up, he fires, but the raw impact just knocks you against the wall. It is your turn.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try to knock him out, at least if I can neutralize. I'm gonna 20.
That hits.
Oh, that's not a D8. D12, that one. That's a D8. Oh, 4.
You hit him again. He looks battered, but still standing. It was nowhere near the same intensity as your last hit.
Action surge, because I have it back because of short rest.
Go for it.
That's 18 on the dice, so that hits.
That hits, yeah.
9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. You like turn the hammer in your hand, just whack him. He tries to protect himself, but only thing he does is kind of deflect your blow higher, and like his face just is you see a few teeth come out, and he's just almost gone, almost done. Just this is dead man on his feet, like just his eyes going everywhere, like the gun half drooping, but the eyes completely unfocused. It is their turn, and will attack with disadvantage. Fire wildly just shoot up and blow up open a chunk on your ceiling. One of the lamps comes down. It is your turn.
Cost money, man. If he looks like he's just barely standing, I would like to just crack him with the shield.
Make an attack roll.
It's 11 plus 7, so 18.
That hits. You lower your hammer, you just put yourself behind your shield, and just push him, and he just goes into like the hallway, like the hall wall on the side, just hits his head on the wall, and it just like crumples against the other, it just slides down to the ground.
If I don't have my handcuffs, I'm gonna find, I don't know, zip ties
They're
or
part
something.
they're part of your standard equipment.
If I have them, then I'm gonna cuff him and call the priest.
You cuff him and you call. Who do you call? Just straight up the sergeant or anyone or someone else?
Yeah, I'm gonna do proper channels. I'm gonna phone it in as a.
Yeah, you're in distress, basically.
Yeah, I phone it in like it would be phoned in.
Yeah.
But as an officer, so I'm not calling 999 or anything like that.
You make the call. By the way, the number in Maru for that is 222. Yeah, 222. You make the call, and they're sending people on their way, telling to hold on to the suspect for now. You have time. Do you want to check the guy out in any way? He's out. I will say he's unconscious and dying, so I will roll.
If hang on, I have no, I don't have a. I don't have a. I 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 have a.
But your intent was to knock him out, so I won't. I'm screwing with you. He is unconscious.
I was like, all I have is heal. I don't have stabilize.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you can just heal him and bash him again, and just keep doing that until they arrive.
I'll put him somewhere. I'll just cuff him to something uncomfortable and let him sit on the floor for a bit. I'm not gonna investigate him because Errol's not in the right mind frame to be doing a good job of that right now.
Okay. It takes about half an hour, but the authorities arrive, and the first one through the door is Varys. And he says, "Errol, you in there?"
It's clear. Suspect contained.
He comes in, his own Criscar pistol at the ready. Says, he gingerly steps through the rubble and just the destruction contained to that like 5x5 area around your front door. And he goes like, "Holy shit, what happened here?"
Shotgun to the general vicinity of my face multiple times.
Doesn't seem to have dealt any significant damage.
And I have a shield, and I'm in a bad mood.
Okay. Other than that, you okay?
I'm fine. He's alive.
Okay.
I haven't touched him.
He makes the call. All clear. Everyone just come in, harden the place up. Bring a CSU in. He says, "Have you checked the guy out?"
No.
Want me to do it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna make.
Errol's like sitting on the floor, just facing the guy. Just
Varys puts on his gloves and begins to check him. Wallet. This guy's human, by the way. Yeah, this is a fake name.
I think he's the same one from the.
Oh, the one that got away from the safe house.
Yeah, I think so.
He checks like the jacket, checks the teeth as well. Same glittery vest the other ones had. I'm gonna guess this one's hopped up on something too.
Yeah.
Checks him out and pulls out a small bag of a purpley glittery dust. There we go. Puts it on the ground. Begins check and see like reloads for shotgun, another Criscar pistol, and a Weaver, very old Weaver. There's curious, not a single module loaded, not a single phone on the memory. So this is a burner. I'll leave everything else for the crime scene unit. It takes everything, takes a couple of photos. Okay, so we need to get you out of this place. Why weren't you at the Seeker's Guild? The place is the fortress.
Yeah, I was heading back there now.
I'm fucking pissed at you, by the way. Next time I tell you about using me for backup, I expect a yes. You're not my mom. You're not here to protect me.
I know that really wasn't it. This wasn't meant to be. I'm not going to make excuses. This was on me. These guys were supposed to be following my directions, and they didn't. And that's on me.
Yeah. I'll make a quick one. He looks around, says, just giving a general glance. You mind if I check your place just in case, there's anything?
I mean, yeah, I'll come with you and I'll just go with him. And I would like to take the box and just hold on to it. It's staying with me.
He actually looks at the box and says, "Oh, still on that thing. Got it open?"
No, I don't. I'm not very good with riddles.
Okay.
I translated it. You said it was infernal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wants me to to show it something, and I don't really know what it wants me to show it.
I can't help you with that.
No, I don't know either.
Well, everything's
Working
clear
on it.
here. Let's just wait for the CSUs. It takes a
Follow
little
him around my house.
you just go back to where the suspect is and the items that he removed from the suspect's pocket, you know, the little bag of drugs, the wallet, the pistol, the reloads. And eventually the crime scene unit comes. As detective, we'll do our best not to disturb your home too much, but we do need to collect evidence.
That's all right.
And they go about their business, you know, quartering the place off and start collecting everything. They put everything in bags, tag him, etc. It says, we recommend you find other accommodations because we're going to be at this for a while.
I'm going to go back to the Seekers Guild if you need me, which you won't, because you guys have got this.
Guy says, I got something I need to talk to you about.
Okay. Walk off to the side so he can...
He pulls out a manila envelope that he has, and he goes, so remember I was looking into that list of companies plus the whole minor regulator thing? It was, you know, off-brand.
Yeah, we found another one.
Yeah. Sorry, what?
The mana... No, not the mana regulator. Sorry, the module readers.
Oh, okay. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I mean, I made some inquiries, talked to some people I knew from back in the day, from, you know, some of the stuff other stuff I've done. I don't have concrete information because a lot of it is hush hush. But you know, we were wondering what the fuck was in that mana regulator, that it was not market standard. We're trying to find out what it was, but legal, or the company was giving us a runaround.
Yeah.
Kind of found out that there's a note in somewhere in there about Malvalet's gift or something like that.
Yeah, I remember that.
As far as I can tell, and as far as I've been told, and again, a lot of hush hush, people are not really confirming much, but the foundation is involved. Whatever is in those regulators, the foundation is involved.
Of course they are.
I've told my findings to the captain. I don't know how to proceed. I'm waiting on her call because foundation is major political in this city and in this country, and
honestly,
that's a dangerous one.
I am I can't help you with that, man. My relationship with the foundation, it's not. The mana regulator, the one that got stolen, right?
Yeah.
It was crazy output. Malvalet's gift, Malvalet's blessing. The tree?
I mean, that's the only thing I know is called Malvaleth. I mean,
fuck off, magical tree. I
mean, have you ever interrogated a tree?
No, I could talk to it. Well, can I even talk to it? Is that something people without
people do that, but
magic can do?
It's like Malvaleth's kind of like guardian spirit / national treasure. You can't just only on like certain dates, like people are allowed to visit it. It's not just something we can just show up, flash a badge. I'm here to interrogate the tree.
I mean, honestly, if anybody could do that, you could. Not me. I'm not the guy for that.
What the fuck do you mean by that?
People like you.
Yeah, I don't come in covered in paint.
I don't normally come in covered. That's not.
Anyway,
Yeah. Okay.
I
Still
just wanted to
bad
let you know that something's weird going on.
with the foundation.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I will see if I can.
I was going to say, be careful, because if you give away too much or risk the investigation, the captain's going to have your ass.
Look, the investigation is not going to go well. I'm not the person that should be doing this. I'm literally involved in this. I am target number one. The guys that attacked today were coming for me directly, coming for me. And
What do you mean?
There was a room full of people, and I was the one that they ran at. They appeared, they came out of the fucking wall, and they ran at me directly. They didn't hit or attack or even look at anybody but me until, people started attacking them. Also, they're not people. They're like constructs of some kind.
Oh, fuck.
Which is weird, though, because it kind of makes sense why they're wearing dead people's faces.
I'll be honest. Normally, you wouldn't be the person running this. Because you're involved. You're too close to it. It would be someone else. Rodnor, Palik, even myself. I don't know why you're the one running this. No offense.
No, at this point, none taken. I'm not doing the best job.
No, I mean, even if you were doing a bang-up job, policy, regulation is you don't run this.
No.
But you are running this.
I don't understand what's going
on. Neither do I. Something's weird's going on.
Why did you transfer here?
Me?
Yeah.
I had a case in Vice that ended up being a murder investigation. I didn't know at the time. It was until the very end I realized I wasn't looking at, a bunch of overdoses and was looking at a serial killer. And in the end, I don't know. After what I saw, after everything that happened with that, couldn't go back to just looking for random junkies and, some street peddler.
Yeah. I joined the force. I did all of this. I got to here, I guess, wherever it is that I am. Because there's problems. Just in the world, obviously, but there's problems in just society. And I just wanted to help and do better and be better. And it just feels like the entire world is telling me that's wrong.
Girl, that's the job.
Yeah, but it'd be okay if I was actually helping people, and right now I can't even help myself.
I don't know, man. There's three clueless fuckers who are still standing.
Yeah, one of them we should really fucking deport back to where she came from because she fucked up tonight.
Your call.
I don't know what I'm doing. I need to get somewhere safe, I guess. I've got a question for you though.
Maybe.
I look at him as I'm asking him because I want to insight check his answer.
Okay.
How many people specifically knew about tonight, about us going over there tonight? Because I mean, I told you, and the captain knew what we were doing.
As far as I think I only discussed it with the captain.
Is he telling the truth?
Make an insight
Do I
check.
feel like he is telling the truth?
Make an insight check.
Do not fuck me. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. It's not great, but it's okay. 17.
He seems a bit shaken by what you're implying, but he is not being dishonest.
I got a phone call before this guy burst through my fucking front door. There's been some intercepted messages. Tonight possibly was a setup, and I mean, only us that knew about it. And like the Seekers Guild, maybe, but
I don't know what to tell you, man. I mean, I'm sure there's a log somewhere. You know, because most things in investigation, we do log it.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't exactly know you very well, and I'm not good at trusting people. But
Hey, you don't trust me, that's fine.
No, I was gonna say I made a judgment back when the fucking factory exploded around us. And I just decided that whatever shit I was feeling was on me and not on you.
Okay.
And I believe you. So I just want to say I'm sorry that I didn't trust you. That doesn't mean I necessarily,
Okay. Okay.
I'm not good at this. I'm just saying, like,
I
cool.
noticed.
I'd like to say that we're cool, and I like hold out my hand.
He takes it. I mean, if you had said I don't trust you because you're a changeling, I would have put your lights out, but that's another thing.
Hey, look, there's people who hate all sorts of things. I'm not even either a Goliath or a tiefling. I've heard some shit too.
Anywho,
I guess I better get back to, I don't know, safety.
Yeah, I'll follow you on my own car just to make sure you get there.
Yeah.
And you
head back. Okay, I keep the box with me, and I would like to go back and pack some more things.
Okay.
Go.
Still no ideas on how to open the box?
My other idea was to do with the pixie dust, but Errol's not going out to buy drugs, so
I'm just going to tell you there is a perfectly good bag of it currently sitting there.
In evidence.
You are a detective, and you could, for your case, if this is related to your case or in any way, you could let them know that you attempt to use it, or ask Paris to do it for you if you have a feeling that it might be related.
Well, I will bring up the idea of it to Varys and see what he thinks before I leave.
You think the dust can open the box?
Okay. The actual text is implying that it is to me personally, and it references everything. Lifting us, endless wonder, and then my greatest nightmare.
And that's what it depicted us. Why? Make an insight check.
Ooh. Sorry. 21.
He's asking how it's related to you, but you can tell in the body language, he knows full well what it's about. He's just not almost like he doesn't want to assume or like let you know that he knows.
Does it feel malicious, or like he's trying to be nice about it?
It looks like it's more like he has previous knowledge, but doesn't want to.
Someone told him. Interesting. That's what it feels like he already knew.
Yeah.
I think you know why, and I'm going to ask how you know this.
On your file.
Oh, yeah, I guess it would be. But you looked at my file? Rude.
Yeah, I got transferred and assigned to you. Of course I looked at your file. I wanted to know who the fuck I was going to be partnering with.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I didn't come with all the glowing recommendations that you do, so I'm not surprised.
It seems normal. I mean, if it's a personal thing, a personal message, I'm just going to say you are a recovering addict.
Yeah. I'm not touching this stuff. It just seems like it might be related.
If we're doing this, then you are stepping a few feet away from this thing, and I'll do it.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. It might explode. It could be a trap. It could be trying to attack
Fuck if I know, but we're running out of leads on this one, and this thing seems to be.
Well, honestly, this started this. I only went to that fucking factory because of this box.
Then we better check it out. Then I'll call it in and just tell the captain that we're doing this. Okay.
Yeah.
He goes away and call. You hear him explain to the captain that the box, everything has a message related to you, and you suspect has something to do with your past and a substance, whatever, etc. Doesn't really, he explains it very like high level, non-accusatory, non-judgmental, just straight up facts.
He's nice about it.
Yeah, pretty much. Besides, the guy worked in a division that's all about this stuff.
Yeah. While he's off, I'm going to text Dagobert what just happened, and I will send him my address and just say, be here for a while. You guys can hang tight, but this is where I'm at.
Okay.
And then I also text my husband, I am okay.
You get a message, why wouldn't you be?
You may see something on the news.
You just the response is just ellipsis. ...
And I just reply. I just send him a love heart back and like the prayer hands. Like, sorry.
He sends like a blue heart emoji back. Barry says, okay, I've cleared it. He goes to one of the PSUs and picks up the little bag and says, let's go to your study. Behind closed doors. Worst case, it doesn't spread anything else. He says you stand at the door, give me the box.
I set the box on my desk again where it was before.
Puts it there and asks you to walk back to like the door. Like
Walk back to the
away.
door.
He takes it and just doesn't like looks at it around and dumps the little baggie on the like a little bit of the bag on the box. The pattern around the box glows.
Oh shit.
And then you hear
I'm like grabbing Ferraris. I'm like, get back.
the lid just opens. Stop.
Panic.
Ferraris is like blown up. But then looks like, okay, now this is curious. The
What?
dust is gone. Like it's consumed it.
I mean, that can't be good, surely.
I mean, there's shit that opens with blood. I'm sure, this is a bit more party oriented. I don't know.
I take out the weird pen that came with it and I flip the lid off.
Inside, Errol, it is an icon. It is something that goes in a necklace. It's a red wing. It's one of 5 identical pieces, one of which you used to wear back in the day, and the other 4 were worn by your 4 friends with whom you got really high with. 4 friends that you know died a few months after you got clean. Before we end this session, I'm going to ask, does Errol still have his wing? Or is that gone somewhere?
You know what? He probably does have it. It is probably in a box, and it is probably in the back of the cupboard with like any other stuff he kept from before he was clean. It's all just there. There's nothing drug related, and there's nothing.
You go search, you find your own wing among your stuff. This is one of the others. And you know this item is not common because you use mama's money to make it. It's there on a velvet cushion, nothing else. And that is where we're in our session. And that is it for episode 6, Violent Imagery.
Violent imagery makes sense now.
And yeah, that's it for episode 6. Thanks everyone who joined us. Thanks everyone for watching. We'll be back next week with the continuation. Actually, no, we won't be back next week because some people here have real lives and it's getting in the way of the game. And what the fuck is that? We'll be back in 2 weeks with a continuation of this investigation and things that aren't making a whole lot of sense, and some are perhaps making a whole lot of sense. So that's going to be it for us for tonight. Before we go around the room again, everyone can tell you who they are and who they've been playing, and if they wish to do so, they can tell you where they exist in the dark corners of the internet. So, Ash.
Hi, I'm Ash. I've been playing Dagobert Swiftfoot, and I'm planning on getting stabby at our next long rest and clean everyone.
Nate.
I'm Nate. I've been playing Errol, who is having a bad week. You can find me on Twitter as Tiniest Sidekick, and you can catch some of us on Friday in the same channel, playing a whole different game.
Jade.
Hi, I'm Jade. I played Will. You can catch me on my Instagram cosplay, which is JJ Cosplay 1990, all one word. And you will also see me on Friday as the wonderful Ophelia for vampires.
Last but not least,
Hi, I'm Kat. So I've been playing RaQui, and we'll be having words with Errol about being abandoned in our next session.
and that's gonna be it for us for tonight. Then again, thanks for watching. We hope you had a good time, and we will see you next time. Bye.